Hey guys, small little update inside the review video. I just want to say the schedule that we were talking about in the actual update video, we are starting today. I believe it's going to be sometime in October. I'm looking at the calendar, and I'm too lazy to look at it. But we're starting today. So Wednesday and Friday are going to be the next two videos you're going to see. You're going to see a Dark Souls video and then a shitpost video on Friday. So I just want to be able to put this out there, let everyone know, and yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So for about a minute or two, I do want to go over my personal views before we get to the more professional speaking about the game. I love the game. I really do. I believe this game has wide potential, especially with games of today. There's a lot of problems with it, specifically the crafting. The crafting is what puts me off of the game. I know it's supposed to be a grindy game, but you can't get into it with that bullshit, honestly. It is very noob friendly though. When you first start off the game, they definitely do try to help microtransactions. I don't really like those. You know, you can buy platinum, you can buy certain things with it. Tenogen, which is workshop stuff that gets transferred into the game that you can buy for like $3-4 sometimes, maybe a little less. I don't really like that either. I believe the full game should be the normal thing where you can buy platinum. That's okay with me because a lot of the times I just go farm shit. Let's say I want to go grab a new signed dot, I go farm some fucking, I don't know, prime part or something like that, and I give it to somebody else. Yeah, easy platinum right there. Something else I don't really like, I don't like a lot of the guns in general. There's like a certain amount of guns that I can actually sit there and enjoy, but you know, with a lot of people, they can enjoy a lot. And, you know, it's not like it's anything but my personal opinion on just the game itself for that. I usually just use Nikana, Prime, or War, and I use like, I don't know, I don't even remember the guns. I just used, you know, the Excalibur, Umbra. I know I use Ignis. That's really it. I mean, like the game has a variety of guns, but I don't use them because the crafting puts me off to an extreme level. I think if they ever lowered the crafting to a more tolerable level, people would probably play more. So, yeah, let's hop into the more professional section. Let you know, big boy pants on. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's roll the stuff.
Forgotten. Like a dream. Wake up, Tenno. Wake up.
Warframe is a free-to-play, cooperative, action role-playing, and third-person shooter game developed and published by Digital Extremes. Where you're a ninja in a meat suit controlled by a little kid trying to protect the solar system you're in. Without doing too many of the spoilers, you end up helping someone named the Lotus, or as most of the community calls her, Space Mom, to restore the world. Vor, who is the first antagonist you meet, has captured Warframe and wants to make sure the Tenno stay asleep. While he has the Janus key, he uses it to help merge Grineer and Orkin gear together. He is also the first boss you fight. Warframe is one of those games I end up coming back to due to loving it since the release. While it has its downsides with how much time can go into building one weapon, the weapon itself can be very worth it. The same can be said for the actual Warframe itself. Sometimes Warframes can go up to like 6-7 days to be able to build it, but you end up loving it anyways. The weapons you can farm for are in a massive pool of snipers, submachine guns, energy weapons, even bolt guns you can stab people and make them stay on the wall. It's absolutely beautiful how many guns you can mix and match with the kit guns.
Kit guns are a customization for weapons I'm not sure I've seen in any other game except Warframe. It's a completely new mechanic that I'm in love with. It's simple, but also has the deeper pieces that can be put together. Certain parts make the weapon really good, and some make it sort of like a water gun, honestly.
Now for the graphics. Oh my god, for the graphics. This game is just beautiful. Every level I find myself looking around the gorgeous landscape, checking out what every little detail they put into this game. From the flora to the metals that they even have for the enemies, to even rocks. Never really thought I'd be making a video about looking at rocks. A little weird. The best part about the graphics is it still looks good on low-end PCs. Granted, albeit slower, it still looks great. Now there are very few factions in Warframe. Grineer, Corpus, Infected, and the Void. All these factions are so well made in my opinion. The way the Grineer seems so behind in technology but increased weapon production is really cool, especially with how it seems they can create copies of themselves over and over in quick succession. While the Corpus have an abundance of technology with their energy weapons, but not many difference in them.
Infected are, well, Infected they don't have special weapons. Void is a mixture of all three other factions, just changed to be in control of the Void. Customization in Warframe is impressive in its own way. It has colors to choose from, different palettes, different aura pieces, Sindanas, attachments for weapons, and even particles that can follow your Warframe as you walk. People say Fashion Frame is endgame, and I agree. However, that is if you can get to endgame, of course. And now let's end this fucking clip with a sip. Tasty.
The community Warframe pulls with it is very nice from what I've witnessed. I've never dealt with those people. You know the ones I'm talking about. The self-entitled people in video games, on a few MMO games, and other RPG games. Thankfully in Warframe I've never seen those people. The community is very welcoming and helpful. I remember when I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and people who have learned the mechanics and the story already helped me out and taught me things. This was when I didn't even know the game, probably in the beta. Definitely one of the better communities out there. Now, how does Warframe fare with today's games in 2019? I believe it fares very well, especially with the fact people play it every day still. It's just as beautiful as you'd expect, and honestly the mechanics they're putting into the game are just amazing. I believe it fares even with some AAA title games, but it doesn't really compete like most new games. It just runs alongside them, honestly. It's one of those games you'll come running back to even if you don't realize it. Thank you Ziam for coming for the video, and as always, thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell button to get the notifications, which is I believe on the right side. I think I got it this time, unlike the update video. Hey guys, so real quick before I end the video, I'm actually going to set up a new schedule where I do a 2-player couch styled video. I'm planning to do those probably every Monday instead of the review videos. I enjoyed it for a certain extent, but it's just not my style of who I am and stuff, so I'm going to switch over to more of like a gaming channel instead of adding the reviews into it. It wasn't too bad. You know, I enjoyed being able to review and tell people about Warframe and how I feel, what it was and stuff, but it's just not who I am, you know what I mean? So, remember, here and here will be my latest videos, or a random video if you haven't watched them yet, and I will see you next time.